Right now at 5, meals are getting more expensive for students at Blair Taylor. By how much and the reason for the hike. Plus, a confirmed case of West Nile. What doctors say you should do right now to stay safe.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off today. A price hike is coming to meals in the Blair Taylor School District. So how much of a hike and why? News 8 Now's Allison Fergut is in the newsroom with some answers. Allison.
Families in the Blair Taylor School District will have to pay between 15 to 40 more cents per meal. District officials say rising expenses are to blame.
It's always serious to raise any sort of prices, especially ones, I think, for our families and for our students.
This month, the Blair Taylor Board of Education voted to raise the cost of school meals for the 2025-26 school year. It's the district's first change to meal prices since 2020.
We had a pretty long and pretty intensive discussion about this in terms of kind of covering all our bases.
All school meals will see a price increase except for 6th through 12th grade breakfast. Officials say it's happening in response to rising costs.
Our expenses to run the food service program have gone up 40%.
Halverson says a lack of funding at the state level is also putting districts in a tough spot.
The 25 through 27 biennial budget, it had a couple of decent aspects to it, but in the end, it really didn't help districts.
Wisconsin State Superintendent wanted universal free school meals included in the state budget, but that didn't make it into the final legislation. And while the district is grappling with a tighter budget, they know families are dealing with the same problem.
If you go to the grocery store, everything costs a lot more than it did in 2020-21. Budgets are tight for school districts. Budgets are tight for households.
And so if families in the community are struggling, I hope that they'll reach out to the school district to see if there's any support that can be offered.
But some good news for those most in need. Families that qualify for reduced price school meals will not be impacted by the increase. Reporting in the newsroom, Allison Fergut, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Allison. Amplify by Gunderson has a new mobile health unit. It will provide routine checkups and vaccination, as well as acute care for children. Having a mobile clinic can help bring health care closer to the families across the region, especially those in more rural communities.
Transportation is difficult, and that a lot of people struggle with both the time and the ability to get to health care. And so this unit will hopefully help bridge that gap and bring the health care directly to the people where they need it.
The clinic will be unveiled at the Loggers Children's Miracle Network Hospital's Night to Night. A La Crosse man pleading no contest in his stepfather's shooting death. Alan Fry was in court today. He pled no contest by reason of mental disease. A judge committing Fry to the Department of Health Services for 35 years. The charges stem from the 2024 fatal shooting of 61-year-old Brady Fredrickson and setting fire to a house. The man accused of fleeing police in West Salem will face a trial. Derek Brout allegedly injured an officer's hand when speeding off before ditching his car in the woods. He was later found in Illinois.
After our morning showers moved out and the cloud coverage with it, you might have noticed a lot of haze in the sky. In fact, folks further north definitely saw that haze a little bit earlier on. It's hazy out there. Air quality alerts lasting for Wisconsin until noon on Thursday. However, that could be pushed back a little bit further because there is signs of additional smoke coming in as we go into Friday and potentially even into the weekend as well. In Minnesota, the air quality alert has been extended all the way into 5 p.m. Saturday. Unhealthy amounts of air quality are expected, so definitely one of those situations where you want to be spending a little extra time indoors, which is really unfortunate because temperatures and conditions have been much better today compared to the last few days. Sunny and 75 right now in La Crosse, but you can really see that haze out there, especially in Eau Claire as well. A little bit hazier to the north as northerly winds bring down that Canadian wildfire smoke. Otherwise, 78, very comfortable conditions apart from that haze. As we go throughout the rest of this evening, that haze really is not going to be moving out of the the area, although temperatures will stay nice and mild, staying in the low 70s over the next few hours in La Crosse. Similar conditions for Eau Claire as well. Maybe seeing a little bit of an uptick in some cloud coverage in the next few hours, but tomorrow is really looking to be very similar to what we saw today. But again, that haze is really going to be a party ruiner. So I'll have all the details on that and some of the storm reports that we have from Monday's storm. Some of those have been released, so I'll go over that as well.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. Part of one of La Crosse's tennis courts will close tomorrow. Some of the courts at Green Island Tennis Facility will close for maintenance. The work is expected to be finished on Friday. In Winona, some people have had it with Airbnbs popping up all over their neighborhoods, and now they want action. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live with the story. Grace.
Next month, Winona's Planning Commission will consider adding new limits to the number of short-term rentals allowed in neighborhoods like this. The two options, adding a 500-foot buffer zone between rentals or capping the total number in residential districts. The city currently limits short-term rentals to 30% per block. The new limits stem from concerned residents who say rentals impact Winona's limited housing stock.
Airbnbs are not driving up the cost of affordable housing. There's just there's not that many of them that are there. What's driving it is that there's a lot more demand for the home than there is supply of homes.
The city has 22 active permits for short-term rentals as of now. And according to Jax, the commission will take up the issue at their August meeting. Reporting in Winona, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Grace. Happening around the state, the first case of West Nile popping up in Barron County. The virus is spread to humans, birds, and other animals through an infected mosquito. Doctors say symptoms include fever, achiness, and stiff necks, but most do not show any symptoms. An average of 18 cases of West Nile pop up in Wisconsin each year.
People shouldn't be nervous. Again, this is something that's now endemic to Wisconsin. We've been monitoring this for over 20 years for West Nile virus. So again, it's endemic. We do see cases every year.
You can minimize risk by applying bug spray, wearing long sleeves and pants, and removing stagnant water from items on your property. Congressman Derek Van Orden's Veteran Home Loan Program Reform Act is now a law. It allows an easier process for the VA to lend money. This gives vets who are behind on their mortgages a safety net to avoid foreclosure. Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin is leading a bipartisan push to pass the Dairy Pride Act. It would require the FDA to stop non-dairy products from using labels like milk, cheese, and yogurt. Well, High Noon has issued a recall after some of its vodka seltzers were mislabeled as Celsius energy drinks. The concern is consumers could accidentally ingest alcohol. The FDA said cases were shipped to stores in Wisconsin from July 21st to July 23rd. The La Crescent Police Department's National Night Out medallion has been found. The Bueller kids found it in the free little library at the park on Skunk Hollow Road after clue number 3. Being outside, there are ways to have fun, biking, hiking, or having a picnic in the sun. What does an animal have to do with this clue? A four-legged critter that is bigger than a shrew. Congratulations to them. Up next, Kamala Harris's surprise political move, the one race she's not interested in. Plus the Fed's big decision, what it means for your wallet, up next.
Stop into PM Sleep Center for huge savings on Sealy, Beauty Rest, and Stearns & Foster mattresses during our summer blowout sale. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for 40 years.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Since 1946, Coon Valley Dairy Supply has been more than a business. It's a family legacy. We take pride in our reputation of dependability and community impact, built on decades of trust, which is why we offer LS Tractor, your partner in the field, on the ranch, and at home. When you start with LS Tractor's award-winning power, reliability, features, and comfort, you end up staying a customer for life.
Available at the Coon Valley Dairy Supply, celebrating 79 years in business. LS Tractor, start blue, stay blue.
Time to stock up on deals at Fleet Farm's Truckload Super Sale, July 31st through August 3rd. Get a Blackstone 28-inch Omnivore Griddle Bundle for just $269.99. Our own 24 packs of drinking water are 4 for $10. A WorkMax linkable 30-inch LED shop light is only $6.59. And 40-pound bags of black oil sunflower seed are just $18.99. Head to your local Fleet Farm to haul away truckload savings. And check out our weekly ad for even more deals at fleetfarm.com.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
Stop into PM Sleep Center for huge savings on Sealy, Beauty Rest, and Stearns & Foster mattresses during our summer blowout sale. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for 40 years.
Developing political news, the speculation is over. Former Vice President Kamala Harris won't run for California governor. Harris saying, quote, "For now, my leadership and public service will not be in elected office." One side note in today's decision, she did not address a possible 2028 presidential candidacy. In Washington, new twists and turns into the Jeffrey Epstein saga. News 8 Now's Brooklyn Hein is in the newsroom with the latest.
Senate Democrats are trying to put new pressure on the Attorney General. They're using a rarely invoked law requiring Bondi to hand over all Epstein-related files to the Governmental Affairs Committee by August 15th. A Justice Department spokeswoman confirmed the request but declined to comment.
This administration is stonewalling and stalling and concealing, and the American people are rightly asking, what do they have to hide?
For Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, a congressional spokesman says the committee will not consider granting immunity for her testimony. Maxwell's lawyer continues to talk openly about securing a pardon for her. Reporting from the newsroom, Brooklyn Hein, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Brooklyn. Interest rates for loans on homes and cars will remain high for a while. Fed Chair Jerome Powell decided today to leave rates the same. Powell says any future cuts will depend on the economy.
If we start to see prices tick up and inflation on the move, the Fed is not going to act this year.
The Federal Reserve's next decision on rates will come in September. Well, a somber scene in England. Ozzy Osbourne's family and fans lined the streets of Osbourne's hometown of Birmingham. His coffin inside the hearse was surrounded by purple flowers. Osbourne died on July 22nd at age 76, only weeks after performing at the Black Sabbath farewell concert.
King of metal, Prince of Darkness. The world feels very strange. He'll live inside everyone. We will literally live with his music for the rest of our lives, and the generations going forward will always have Black Sabbath and Ozzy.
Coming up tonight at 6, Osbourne's connection to La Crosse. More news ahead, but first,
we definitely have hazy skies moving in if you haven't noticed already, and it's looking like they'll stay around until at least tomorrow, if not a little bit longer. I'll have all the details on that coming up right after the break.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Update your home with new vinyl plank flooring. It's waterproof, easy to install, and durable enough to handle an active household. Get DuraStyle vinyl plank for $259 a square foot after rebate. Add privacy and light control to your home with window images, blinds, and shades. Get a cordless room darkening vinyl blind for just $9.99 after 11% rebate. Plus, get them trimmed to width for free.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on this Silverado, plus $1,000 cash allowance. That's over $7,000 total value, plus $5,250 total cash allowance for current Chevy owners.
Find comfort in your world in a stressless recliner. Take a time out, have a seat, and enjoy a special offer from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Save in an instant on stressless furniture at Drury's in Fountain. Right now, get a $100 instant rebate for every $1,000 you spend on any qualifying stressless recliner, sofa, or sectional, designed with the world's most innovative comfort features. Don't wait. It's time for Stressless. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's tooth fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Behind every exciting moment at Ho Chunk Gaming Black River Falls, there's an incredible team making it happen. It's more than just a casino. It's about our people. Our dedicated, friendly staff create an atmosphere you'll love with warm smiles, unmatched enthusiasm, and exceptional service. They're here for one reason: you. At Ho Chunk Gaming Black River Falls, we're not just coworkers, we're family. Come experience the difference our team makes, where great people create great experiences.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
An earthquake off the coast of Russia prompted tsunami alerts in Hawaii and along the west coast this morning. Evacuation orders were in place for 4 hours before the threat to U.S. shores eased. The highest wave to reach the shore was 5 feet, with no reports of major damage. Well, we definitely felt those drops in temperature today, making for nice weather later in the day. A big contrast from Monday night when we had those storms roll through, Nicole.
Oh yeah, even those showers this morning really did not compare to that big windstorm that we had move through Monday night going into very early Tuesday morning, and we actually have some of those results now filing in of all of those wind reports, damaging wind reports that we had across not even just our area, but really the entirety of the upper Midwest. Now all these little blue W's, I apologize, they're really small. I couldn't make them any bigger, but really those blue dots over there are all reports of damaging winds. Out of the entire U.S., 215 separate reports of very strong and likely damaging wind gusts. Those greens, you can kind of see one over here. Otherwise, we really didn't have much hail in our area. And then just a couple reports of possible tornadoes as well. If we take a little bit of a broader view at it, you can see two main swaths of damage within here. This red one, which was primarily over our area, started way off into North Dakota and eventually made its way down into Iowa. And then this more purple one that started into far southern South Dakota and stretched across Iowa. That more southern one happened to be slightly stronger than what we saw with some of those thunderstorms. And you might be wondering, whenever we have these strong windstorms, did it classify as a derecho? Because I know that's been a big buzzword that's been thrown around. You might not know this, but derecho is actually a very, very complicated definition. You can't actually forecast it, as the definition comes after you look back at the damage. And we've done that now, so we have the preliminary results. And that is that we did not see a derecho pass through Monday night, although our friends down in Iowa definitely did. Why that was? Well, it's actually just one criteria that was not met. Everything else was met. The first one, you have to have at least 250 miles of a mile-long swath of damaging winds, and as you can see, we definitely had that with a large area of wind. That thunderstorm complex itself has to be 60 miles wide. Again, very large area of thunderstorms, so we met that as well. You have to have that system lasting at least 3 hours, and it lasted throughout the entire night. You also need to have a widespread area of wind gusts recorded at least 58 miles per hour or stronger. We had plenty of those. Much of our area saw the upper 50s and even the low 60s, with a few reports above 70 miles per hour. And that's the thing that we did not meet. To be able to be called a derecho, you need at least 5 reports of 75 plus miles per hour, and we only saw 2 for now. This could be upgraded to a derecho, but again, likely not, that just referred to as a very strong windstorm, and it was very strong nonetheless. Thankfully, we don't have anything near that in the forecast. The only really concern that we have coming up today and tomorrow is going to be that smoke, and it's sticking around for at least tomorrow, possibly even going into the weekend as well. Seeing it lighten up a little bit as we go into Thursday morning, but then later into the afternoon Thursday, we'll likely see another ribbon coming down and could even extend into Friday morning as well. So the air quality alert in Wisconsin lasting until tomorrow noon could be extended back into Friday and possibly even seen extending into the weekend as well. Lows tonight looking very, very comfortable, staying in the upper 50s across the area. Some of us topping out at that 60 mark, and then tomorrow's highs very comparable to where we were today in the upper 70s. Really, the next few days are going to be almost exactly the same as far as temperatures go, possibly even staying below 80 degrees for the next few days or so, and that's across the entirety of the area. Folks further north of I-94 maybe even staying in the mid 70s. So a big change from where we were just a few days ago, and definitely don't have any 90s in this 8-day forecast, and even those overnight temperatures are looking a lot more comfortable. Otherwise, we do have a little bit of a warm-up coming next week, but nothing too bad quite yet.
Yeah, I don't see anyone complaining about that.
No, definitely not.
No, all right, thank you. Still to come, have you heard about the viral Dubai chocolate? Find out how IHOP is capitalizing on the trend and how much it's going to cost next.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Need a new driveway? Parking lot looking rough? Trust Patriot Paving. We do it all. Driveways, parking lots, and durable chip seal surfaces. Fast, reliable, affordable. Book online today at patriot-paving.com.
We see you out there making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like select tires, rewards members can buy 3, get 1 free, and get an extra $20 instant savings. 15% off select brakes, steering, and suspension parts. And save $50 on these Real Truck roll-up truck bed covers. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
After the accident, my dad and my wife got together and hired Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
I think we made absolutely the right choice. They had the communication, they had the wisdom, they had all the knowledge that the company could bring to the table. I was really impressed with how they treated us, and we understood that they were backing us up 100%.
Schwebel, Getz & Sieben will fight to get you a fair settlement. Call or visit Schwebel.com today for a free consultation.
Need a new driveway? Parking lot looking rough? Trust Patriot Paving. We do it all. Driveways, parking lots, and durable chip seal surfaces. Fast, reliable, affordable. Book online today at patriot-paving.com.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, how much would you pay to try some Dubai chocolate pancakes? IHOP is capitalizing on the TikTok trend by unveiling Luxe Dubai chocolate pancakes. The stack is topped with a massive Dubai chocolate bar, whipped cream, and a shaving of edible 24-karat gold flakes. IHOP says they're worth more than $100, but they'll be giving them away at locations in New York, Los Angeles, and Austin, Texas. I probably would pay about $25. $100 is a little bit above my pay grade. All right, we'll have another look at your forecast right after this.
Is your relationship suffering from nagging bed aches? The all-new Sealy Posturepedic
Can you feel the support? That's the Precision Fit coils. They flex to your body, supporting you where you need it most. Stop stressing, start sleeping with Slumberland's 365-night sleep guarantee.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination, because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
We're an implant-focused practice. I think the advantage of a father-daughter practice is, I've been at this for 30 years now. I learned things that worked well and things that didn't work so well.
And it was fun to be able to just jump in and kind of complement that. I feel like it made both of us stronger.
You don't expect it when you walk into a dental office. You don't expect the family aspect, but when you walk into our doors, we're going to give you that.
If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
News 8, the Salvation Army, and the YMCA are helping the community go back to school with Stuff the Bus. Stop by the La Crosse or Onalaska Walmarts on August 8th and fill the bus with school supplies. Donate new supplies or cash, and we'll put them in the backpacks for the students in our community who need it most. We'll see you at Walmart on August 8th to help us stuff the bus. Brought to you by these great community partners and proudly sponsored by Cooley Bank.
Is snoring keeping you awake at night? Try the Temper Ergo Smart Base. It provides a holistic sleep experience and has snore response technology.
It works.
What?
You're gonna buy me this smart base.
Slumberland. Stop stressing, start sleeping.
Well, if you still need some supper plans over the next hour or two, grilling's not going to look too bad. Actually, maybe not even breaking a sweat when you're out there. A little bit hazy, though. But yeah, temperatures looking really comfortable, really, for the rest of this week and even going into the weekend until we warm up just a tad by the middle of next week, but really not that bad either.
It looks like great grilling weather overall.
Great any weather, yeah.
Yep, anytime. All right, that does it for us at 5. We'll see you right back here at 6.